And look, we did have a couple of Carlton drafts after the rub last night. I thought it was outstanding. For 2.5 hours, we shredded it. It was a great game.
Very quick pace too last night.
No, it was. It was a great game. So we went down the Emerald and just had a couple of celebratory drinks because all the other guys are over in London. And we thought we'll just get together and say, yeah, we're hanging in there. We're trying to do the right thing. The Warrior was there, and he hasn't turned up today. He's not here. It's a first. It wouldn't happen if JB and Lone Wolf were here.
The funny thing is, the whole topic of the conversation last night was not having a blanket rule over guys that can have a couple of frothies and then still get out there and perform, was it not?
Yeah,
it certainly was.
Yes. Well, I think we're going to have to actually have a set rule for him that he just can't come and he's drinking raspberry anyway.
Hey, he made a rookie mistake last night. He settled up to the key.
Well, it was just...
Played the king speed. Now, he drinks reasonably quickly, this bloke. And Damo, he was teetering early.
You never send a boy on a man's errand. And it was unbelievable. It was a great tagging performance by Damo on the duck there at the Emerald. And I left after, an hour and a half. And we had a really good time of it. But for him not to turn up today is just totally unprofessional. I think the producer just got a text 5 minutes ago. You know where he went?
Where?
Etihad.
Not a committee.
He went to Etihad, and this game's the MCG. We actually said on air last night, because this is a St Kilda home game, and I made sure that, it is at the MCG, because normally St Kilda home game...
He bagged Dennis 2 weeks ago, Spud at Simmers Stadium. He said that is unprofessional from one of the most professional blokes going around. Photos on Twitter right now of last night's little gathering. Late on at Triple M Footy.
Do you think it's only fair then that when he does get here, and there's
got to be some sort of suspension.
Well, should he stay on after the game?
Well, I'm not sure.
Just do the review on his own.
Should do a fair bit of the review.
I'll tell you what he likes doing. He likes getting into the interview side of things when we get the guests on, BJ Goddard and maybe Mark Neeld or something like that.
He's not starting today. He's got to start on the bench,
I'm just in shock because what happened, Duck, when I left? That's what I can't work out. So obviously something's happened to the Warrior. Is he okay?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. It's one of those classic cases where you're just having a bit of a chat, and he was. We had a couple of Carlton drafts.
Actually, I hear a knock on the door. I'll have a look at the head knocking. Open your eyes.
He doesn't want to come in.
He's got the little coin slots for eyes,
and it looks like his glasses are fogged up.
It must be a roving mic somewhere. He's still getting out of the car, I think, the Warrior. It's just, it's unbelievable at the moment. So he's, I think he's in shock.
It's a bit sheepish.
So, but the game last night, we'll get onto that. It was, Chris Scott wasn't too happy with the umpires.
No, he's had a bit to say about the umpires. He's also had a bit to say about the crowd. Not a happy camper. As I said, the guests coming up today, we'll speak with Mark Neeld. We'll also have a chat to BJ Goddard for the first time before a game today. It's fantastic. And Matt Prittis from the West Coast Eagles will join us, Spud, as we officially welcome 43.
Shabby.
Here he is.
Put the headphones on, mate. We need a explanation, excuse, something.
At Triple M Footy, the photos are up from last night's little session. And Dano, turn your mic on.
Hey, boys.
How you going, Damien?
No, just for the record for our listeners, and you've locked me out of that studio there for the start of this. I was here on time. Happy to go along with your jokes, but was here on time.
What happened last night when I left, Damo? Because it looked like it was a fairly a good night.
It was a good night. You left early?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had to go down to Geelong this morning and drop my girls down at rowing. So
Duck got me on a bit of a roll.
So did you just sort of get
I've ever had faster beers.
Did you sort of, you come from a Stony Creek maid and you're going to the Group 1
class.
No. Was it?
No, probably about the Class 89 at over a mile, but in the Group 1 Cox Plate Company last night. And
it was a good
good hit out.
It's a good. We're only there for another hour after you boys left.
Well, Schwatta was there, and I couldn't believe that. And you did a very good job. He actually took a couple of photos.
Yeah,
as I said, Triple M. At the Twitter.
Yeah, at Triple M Footy.
Which is amazing, Damo. So, you did go at Etihad this morning, though.
I did.
Right?
And then we talked about it last night on air, didn't we? On air. And then I chose to walk in today, which was really good. So, then had to flag a cab down and had a beautiful start.
At what stage, Damo, when there was no one there, did you realise that
as I was about to walk up the stairs to the concourse level, and I thought, this is going to go down really well. And,
Well, there's going to be some sort of suspension. We might even get the listeners involved in this on the Twitter.
No, but I wasn't late. I got here before midday.
No. You talked about Dane Swan last night. It's a blanket rule. The show close. So just
No,
roll.
but Wayne doesn't like the blanket
No,
rules.
he does now because you're involved in it. There'll be some sort of suspension
No,
before the day's
no,
out.
the blanket rule is this. Some blokes can handle a couple of Carlton drafts and some blokes can't.
Responsibly, of course.
Exactly.
Damo, good to finally have you here. But just off Twitter, Spud, at Triple M Footy, there is meltdown. I've never seen such a response from what's transpired over the last 24 hours.
Well, there's a couple of photos there, as we said. Warrior talking to all his friends and a lovely red drink. Well, that was raspberry. Didn't realise that lemonade was that strong, guys. Damon needs to put up and shut up. Ducks, but I'm with you guys. No, I won't say that last bit, but
What's it say?
you're in a little bit. No, you're in a little bit of trouble there, Damo.
It's on our Triple M Facebook page, and it's also on our Twitter handle at Triple M Footy. Pictures of last night's frivolity.
What about what's up with Brownie's glasses?
They're actually Damos, weren't they?
Yeah, they're the
I think
Warriors.
Getting a bit loose
when you
late.
had
Now,
your,
Dan, before we go to a
glasses
break, are you a little bit frosty, a little bit dusty? Not
Nah.
100%.
Well, why are you sweating and it's cold in
Because
here?
I walked into Docklands and then had to find a cab.
Okay.
Here's a good one from Randy Package.
One, mate.
Right, says 43 once again thinks he can take on the heavyweights.
We just need to have a discussion in the ad break to see what punishment. There's a lot there on the Twitter with Damo doing the rest of the year without his glasses at all.
Congratulations. Good luck today.
Thanks, guys. Caldwell, and my regards to Damien.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mark. I'm allowed to talk again, I'm assuming, boys, am I?
Yeah, you're
How
back
do
on
you
now.
just
Yep,
critique
yep.
the interview? Damo's seen you were benched.
Oh, it's just left me a little bit underwhelmed, I must admit. I liked your work on Sylvia, Danny. He weren't aware that he just missed a lot of footy with the knee this year. And well done, too, for wishing Mark Neeld good luck. It's always a good way to get into the interview. And
Mate, one blue in 7 years is not too bad.
And-
I'll wear the Sylvie one. Duck was all
and
over
look,
it. Well
as
done,
I
Duck.
said, you needed someone to ask the hard questions. And Duck asked a couple. Schwatta did as well. But he
So
was
the
at
question-
Collingwood last year. You could have asked him about the
question-
grog policy.
The questioning about the 11 players out of contract wasn't to your
Yeah,
liking?
that was all right. I didn't mind that one. But you could have asked him about the drinking issue at Collingwood. He was at Collingwood last
Well,
year.
maybe you might have a drinking issue. You turn up late today. Maybe you need to have a good
No,
look at
just,
yourself in the mirror.
Probably about a 6 out of 10, I reckon, Schwatta.
All right, Damo. Good to have you back
Yeah.
on the broadcast. We're going to take a
Lift a bit, Damo. You're flat, mate. Come on.